Joined now by WGY legal analyst Chaz Farcher from Martin Harding Mazzotti. Chaz, how are you?
Good, I'm good. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
I imagine you were as stunned as Kelly and I when you heard about this Schneiderman thing. He ended up first denying that he did anything illegal, but then he resigned last night. 4 women accuse him of physical abuse. Stunning.
Now, that position has been a launch pad to great political careers, but political careers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, two governors, and it's something else. But in this political environment, you know, with allegations like that, nobody is immune anymore. You know, from news anchors to attorney generals. I mean, that's the death knell for just about anybody at this point.
So did he really have any choice but to resign, even if the allegation, I mean, he says that everything was consensual and blah, 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 blah. But even that considered, could he still effectively prosecute cases like the Harvey Weinstein case while he's got this stuff swirling around him?
Well, I think it creates all kinds of conflict issues. I think it creates all kinds of fodder for defense, and probably a lot of issues or problems that you don't need at the attorney general levels. But I think there's always a choice. I mean, if he truly believes he's innocent and that the allegations are false and it's all consensual, then certainly you don't have to resign. That's ultimately left up to him. But I think it creates all kinds of problems and political issues. So, and maybe the other part of it is how much of this do you want in the limelight or the spotlight? Not that it will all be avoided at this point, but, resignation may be the first step in trying to handle this somewhere else besides in the public eye, as public as it will be if he remained as the attorney general.
You know, we know people talk, lawyers talk. Was there any kind of whiff of this? And were people totally shocked from your colleagues that you've talked to?
I'm completely surprised by it. I'd heard nothing about it. I've watched Schneiderman go glove to glove with some of the other, local attorneys. You got the thing with Abel Love over in Rensselaer County and a few other things. So, no, it's the first I'd heard of it was last night.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit, talk about this Nxivm case. So Raniere and Allison Mack were in court on Friday. Apparently, attorneys for Raniere plan to allege that all this stuff was, consensual. No one was forced to do anything. And she's been out on bail. There is some suggestion she might take a plea deal. What's your prediction on how this will play out?
It's just a crazy case, the whole thing. It's kind of got this whiff of Scientology or something else to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the defense is right, and they've got some great defense attorneys lined up. Just about, not everything, but just about anything is legal if it's completely consensual and agreeable. But the problem with this case is that it starts to smell a little bit like coercion. They got this thing called collateral, which almost seems like it's drawn from the Scientology book or something, where the people who are a part of this group have to provide all kinds of damaging evidence and information about themselves to the leaders of the Nxivm group, and then that stuff is held on to. And then if they ever want to try and leave the relationship, they're kind of blackmailed or blackballed into staying. So I think it is all perfectly legal and okay until it starts to smell like you're being coerced to stay or you can't leave. Then all of a sudden, now you end up with sex trafficking charges and conspiracy to commit forced labor, and those are some pretty serious charges. Both of these people could be facing life in prison if there isn't a plea bargain. My guess is that there's going to be at least one plea bargain here somewhere, maybe with Mac, maybe with somebody else, because there are at least 50 members, and it looks like they're looking for more indictments down the road.
Hey, one other quick thing, and I hate to tell you we only have 30 seconds for it, but the state has gone after a couple of insurance companies that were giving NRA members coverage. Is the state picking on the NRA, or is this a clear legal case here?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, it's one of those things where the insurance industry is one of the most heavily regulated industries in New York State in particular. Many of the insurance policies that are legal in New York are actually written by the Department of Insurance. They have exact clauses and language that have to be in them. The NRA insurance policy allowed gun owners to obtain insurance that protects them against intentional acts, which is a no-no in New York. So I think it's a little of both.
All right, Chaz, thanks a lot. Great stuff. We appreciate it. Chaz Farcher, Martin Harding Mazzotti, our WGY legal analyst, 1-800-LAW-1010. Have a great one.
Have a great day. Thank you. Have a great day.